with due respect to all those concerned. Mandato natin sa Constitution yan. At nang hindi natin gagawin yan, ay bugbog tayo sa mata ng publiko. So that's why I agree with the Minority Floor Leader. Whatever the outcome of the trial, you end up voting. For one, I think it is a weak case, but I will reserve my judgment until all the evidence is presented to us, and then we will make the proper vote when the time comes. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, just to add to the discussions, because the Senate right now is under extreme pressure. All eyes are on us, Your Honors. And each Congress, each Senate has stood up to many of these challenges. On my time, it was the fake People's Initiative that we defeated. Now it's about the impeachment of our Vice President. So we must act in accordance to our rules and traditions and precedent. Many sides have been spoken and explained. The good Minority Floor Leader wishes to have it the soonest possible time, although our precedence, Mr. President, is that we file it to the Committee on Rules. The Rules releases the report, and then we take action as jury, as judges on this impeachment court. Ang akin lang po, sana, kung ganun po ang proseso na pipiliin natin, no, didesisyonan natin, gawin natin kaagad. Ako po ay taga Mindanao. Pareho po kami ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. Kaya ako hindi naniniwala sa mga survey. Kasi the surveys were read wrong in May, what was that, May 12? May 12, 2025. All surveys were thrown out the window. And the real story was 7 of the 12 senators were not members of the alliance, so of the national government. So ibig sabihin, may mensahe po silang ipinapadala sa taong, sa lahat, sa buong Pilipinas, na kaming sa tagasulok ng Mindanao at Visayas ay meron din boses pagdating sa halalan. Pero bilang senador, Mr. President, we must do our constitutional mandate with due respect to all those concerned. Mandato natin sa Constitution yan. At nang hindi natin gagawin yan, ay bugbog tayo sa mata ng publiko. So that's why I agree with the Minority Floor Leader. Whatever the outcome of the trial, you end up voting. For one, I think it is a weak case, but I will reserve my judgment until all the evidence is presented to us, and then we will make the proper vote when the time comes. Pero ang punto dyan ay dadaan tayo, kailangan natin dumaan sa constitutional process that was given by our forefathers when they wrote the 1987 Constitution. Yun lamang po, huwag na po natin patagalin pa. At sa tingin ko, isa pang tanong, ay pwede ba ito tumawid sa 20th Congress? Personally, I've said this to the media, I said, personally, I think hindi siya pwedeng itawid sa 20th Congress. Na kung pwede, pagdebatihan na natin yan ngayon. Kung gusto nyo, hanggang petsa 30 ng Hunyo, araw-gabi, nandito tayo. Pero kasi, meron pa mga constitutional questions with the Supreme Court. So, my point being is, let us follow our constitutional mandate of the Constitution. So I agree with the Minority Leader, but at the same time, I also agree with our colleagues, Mr. President, that proper procedure should be followed. Para pabilisan na lang natin yan. Para malitisan natin na maayos, mapakinggan natin ang mga ebidensya, kontra at pabor sa ating mahal na Vice Presidente, and then we make the decision at the proper time. But I don't think we can skirt from our constitutional duty. I'm not a lawyer. I'm an agriculturist. But I truly believe when I took my oath to defend and protect the Constitution, we must do so without fear or favor. Yun lamang. At the end of the day, this is a political exercise. Boboto tayo. Di boboto tayo. Tama? Minority Leader? Yun lamang po, Mr. President. I just had to weigh in Because the Senate, I love the Senate, Mr. President. I love this institution. And I don't want to see all the brickbats that are being thrown to us saying that we are not doing our duty. We must stand up and rise to this occasion and do our duty. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Zubiro. Before we dispose on the matter pending at hand,
Mr. President, I think Senator Grace Poe is seeking the floor.
Is recognized.
Salamat, Migs. Salamat.
Mr. President, it's really, I think, beneficial for all of us to have heard also the opinions and also the research of our colleagues, particularly what was mentioned by both Senator Coco and Senator Risa, na it doesn't really matter what our personal opinions are with regards to the issue. What we are really trying to follow right now is what our mandate is, which is to actually make sure that we exercise this right to hear the cases on both sides. Eh, hindi pa na nga natin naririnig yung mga kaso dahil hindi pa nga napepresenta. Hindi tayo makakagawa ng mga desisyon ukol dyan. At saka kami rin po, hindi na rin kami aabot doon sa punto kung saan magkakaroon ng desisyon. Pero naniniwala ako na ito nga ay ating responsibilidad na dinggin. Ngayon, ang tanong ko lang, kasi sinasabi palagi, no, alam naman natin, abogado si Minority Leader Coco Pimentel, na sinasabi niya, we cannot exactly say that this is the same as the rules of the court, because this is also a political exercise. Meaning, I also agree that it can continue. Kasi nga, di ba, yung sa Senate Electoral Tribunal cases na natapos na yung isang Congress, ay patuloy pa rin yung mga kaso dyan. So, pero ang isang tanong ko, ewan ko kung may makakasagot nito, kasi di ba, ang official date na matatapos talaga yung 19th Congress is June 30, di ba? So, is there anything in the rules that says that even if we adjourn on the 11th, na pwede pang ipagpatuloy yan kung if the Senate President, for example, makes a motion and then we vote on it? Is this something that can be continued until June 30? Yun lang yung tanong ko. May makakasagot ba niyan?
Maybe the Minority Leader, being a lawyer, can readily answer the question of Senator Grace Poe.
The Majority Leader is also a lawyer, but
Where is the Majority
nowhere to
Leader?
be found. But, Mr. President, yan po yung atin ng sinasagot noon kasi nag-introduce sila ng konsepto na pagka sine die adjournment, no matter can be taken up. Inayos na natin yan, ang sinabi natin, non-legislative matters can still be taken up.
Kaya meron mga hearing.
Yes, up to, hindi na, non-legislative na, kasi ang hearing, ang committee hearings, legislative pa rin yun. So, a non-legislative matter can still be taken up. Pero may hangganan, up to, may hangganan yung kami, for example, na end of term, hanggang 12 noon of June 30 lang kami, 2025, pwede mag-participate sa non-legislative matters because our terms are ending or have ended.
No,
So,
exactly my point. So, you can still participate because it's a political exercise, not necessarily legislative,
Yes.
hanggang June 30.
12 noon, kami po mag-graduate na, opo.
Okay. Eh, paano yung mga hindi mag-graduate?
Well, no problem.
Mr.
Tuloy-tuloy.
President.
Because at a minute after 12 noon, actually, or a split second after 12 noon, the newly elected senators are joining you. Yung mga hindi gagraduate, they have by force of law joined the remaining 12 senators.
So, pwedeng tuloy-tuloy.
In my opinion, yes, pwedeng
Hindi,
tuloy-tuloy.
pero paano ngayon yan? Kasi, di ba, mag-a-adjourn tayo sine die on the 11th, right? So, ibig sabihin, wala nang mga hearings din nun kasi legislative matter yon.
The committee hearings pursuant to bills and resolutions, yes. Wala na po.
About investigations?
Wala na po.
Wala na talaga.
Wala na.
Okay. So,
May I,
that's
Mr.
just a
President?
clarification I wanted to make. Kasi minsan, pag nagkakaroon tayo ng break, di ba? Break tayo, pero tuloy pa rin yung mga hearings. Kasi, basically, that's still a whole term eh. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin yun. So dito, in this case, sinidya tayo, no more legislative matters, but others can be tackled.
Yes, there have been Supreme Court cases ruling that the non-legislative function of the Senate continues even after the sine die adjournment of the Senate as a legislative body.
Okay, I guess this is something that we need to be. Maybe the majority leader can clarify.
Just to put some meat to
Senator
what the
Joel.
minority leader is talking about, I am not a lawyer, but as a student of history, the impeachment court is sui generis, a class of its own, and as mentioned by the minority leader a while ago, the Supreme Court decision, Pimentel Jr. versus Joint Congress, Mr. President, napakaklaro po doon that the adjournment does not necessarily affect its non-legislative functions. Doon po sa binanggit ng ating kasamahan, Senator Grace po, meron bang rules? Doon po sa rules ng Senado, yung Senate rules as provided in Rule L, Section 135 of the same, nakalagay po doon, the Senate can carry over an impeachment into a subsequent Congress. At sinasite po nito yung Riddick's precedents and practices. It cited as an example yung impeachment against U.S. District Attorney, etc., etc. So just to put that on record, Mr. President, and help in the discussion of my dear colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Joel.
President,
Majority Leader, I think you have a
Just a point of clarification. There was a
different
rule.
opinion.
There was a rule mentioned pronouncing a carryover. May we know the
Yes.
exact page of the rule?
maybe Senator Coco Pimentel. May you please answer the query of the Majority Leader, Mr. Minority Leader?
The exact provision, Mr. President. May we know the exact provision because I've been scrutinizing this for the last several days.
Are you referring to the rules of the Senate?
That would allow
As mentioned earlier, Mr. President, yung suppletory, Mr. President, yung Riddick's precedents and practices.
Okay.
Yun po yung binanggit natin.
Yes, Mr.
Which is suppletory to the Senate rules as provided in Rule L, Section 135, Mr. President. Thank you.
Just a quick retort, Mr. President. If with the permission of Senator Grace Poe, still has the floor. Just a quick retort. Alam mo, Mr. President, lagi nababanggit yung i-clarify ko lang. Matagal ko nang gusto itong i-clarify ito. Meron daw mga Supreme Court decisions na sinasabi pwedeng ituloy yung non-legislative functions. Binabanggit yung Pimentel versus the Pimentel case, National Board of Canvassers. Meron pang binabanggit yung I think Francisco. Mr. President, let me just clarify this. For the sake of academic and scholarly good atmosphere for law students and members of the bar as well. Alam niyo po, yung mga binabanggit na non-legislative functions, wherein the Supreme Court allowed the continuation way beyond the period of, or the lifespan of a Congress, refers to a periodically created constitutional ad hoc body. Alam niyo po yung National Board of Canvassers, pagkatapos ng isang eleksyon, presidential elections, nakalagay sa ating saligang batas, created talaga yon to count and canvass and to proclaim. Ganon din po yung mga ilang tribunals, yung mga electoral tribunals, etc., etc. Periodic, predictable, regular, constitutional ad hoc bodies. Kaya po, tuloy-tuloy yun. Kasi may command po ang Constitution, merong provision pertaining to this periodically created ad hoc bodies. Ang impeachment trial court po is not periodic. Hindi po ito tuwing magkaka-eleksyon, merong impeachment trial court. Hindi po ito regularly created. Ito po ay nakikreate lang pag merong nagsampa ng kaso sang-ayon po doon sa ating saligang batas that would trigger the words initiate coming from the House of Representatives, the word again, often used, yung forthwith. Kakaiba po yung mga non-legislative bodies na periodically created na sinasabing pwedeng tumawid. Kaya po ang sinasabi ko lagi, ang atin pong constitutional clock deadline is June 30. Dahil wala naman pong nagsabi na pwede tayong tumawid beyond June 30 as a Congress. Citations were made concerning the British Parliament, the US Senate. Alam niyo po, yung British Parliament, the last impeachment case was held 1806. Yung po yung sinasite ng US Senate. Pero those bodies are structurally different from the Philippine Senate. Kaya hindi po tayo continuing. Pwede sabihin, partially continuing. We all cite cases with reference to continuing body words coming from decisions of the Supreme Court interpreting the 1935 Constitution. Ito yung sinabi ko last week, na yung 1935 Constitution, ang eleksyon ng senador, 888. Meron lagi na iiwan 16. Ganon din po sa British Parliament na yung House of Lords ay naiiwan because lifetime po sila. Yung life peers, yung hereditary peers, yung religious peers, 780 members of the British Parliament, yung House of Lords, forever na po yun, kaya continuing po sila. Yung po yung sinasite ni na Jefferson, yung po yung sinasite ng US Senate, kasi po, ginaya po nila yung US Senate, 100 senators, 67 naiiwan dahil 33 ang na ini-elect every 2 years. So, structurally different po ang Philippine Senate under the 1987 Constitution. Kaya, hindi po pwedeng tumawid. Sa mga nakikinig ngayon, nagkaroon ba ho ng dereliction of duty, remiss ba ho ang Senado? Hindi po. Naniniwala po tayo, sinabi kanina na sinimulan po ni Senate President. Ako nga po kanina, for the information of this body, para po magkaroon ng semblance of rules, sinabi ko, we can do this in 19 days. I filed Senate Resolution 1367 para makita kaya natin gumawa ng trial calendar. Sabi nila, napakabilis yung 19 days. Si President Trump na-impeach 5 days. Si President Clinton, maigsi din po yun. So, ibig ko sabihin, Mr. President, we can still start the impeachment process, but I stick to the constitutional precept that we cannot carry over. We cannot allow a crossover or carry over because it is not part of the Constitution. We can only interpret the word as enshrined in the Constitution. I'm sorry, Senator Grace, I've taken much of your time.
No,
I just
actually,
responded to some queries, statements made a while ago, and just to spread this into the record before we again ask the good minority leader to perhaps rephrase his motion.
No, I think it's very important for us to hear all sides with regards to the matter. And just to clarify what the gentleman from Cavite is saying, that sige, dinggin natin ito hanggang 30th ng June, pwede. Huwag lang tayo lalagpas doon sapagkat hindi na pwede.
Correct.
Okay, ngayon, ito yung tanong ko, yung sa respondent, meron siyang apparently 10 days para sumagot, di ba? Eh, na-file na ba sa Committee on Rules dito?
Not yet.
So, has she been notified already of what she has to face? And has the 10 days started? Not yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay, so meaning, if let's say we start on the 11th, which is Wednesday, or even tomorrow, which is the 10th, so hindi pa talaga sila pwedeng humarap hanggang 20th. Kasi 10 days eh. Di ba? So, pwede ba tayo magkaroon ng hearing na yung respondent ay hindi pa ready with her reply? I mean, is there a process within the impeachment that does not require the respondent to be present yet? It's just a presentation of, I don't know, evidence. I mean, this is just a parliamentary query.
Meron po kasi magko-constitute nga as an impeachment court at manunumpa. Manunumpa yung Senate President as the presiding officer of the trial court. Manunumpa rin po lahat tayo
So hanggang
as
panunumpa
members
lang.
of the...
How about the presentation of evidence? Pwede ba?
Wala pa ho. Wala pa ho. Yung presentation ng articles of impeachment to be done by the panel of prosecutors. Yung susunod-sunod, pag nagkaroon na ng joinder of issues after the submission of the answer, doon na po matitrigger po yung iba. Yung prosecution has the right to reply.
Oo.
Tapos sunod-sunod na po yun.
So ang ibig sabihin, after the swearing in and then reading of the articles of impeachment, may break ng 10 days. Kasi iintayin pa natin yung sagot eh.
Correct.
Okay, so wala din naman mangyayari. So, what the gentleman is saying na pwede natin to stretch until the end, hindi rin eh. Kasi 10 days na lang din ang matitira from let's say the 10th until the 30th. 10th, 20th, 20 days.
21st to 30th.
21.
I filed
20 days.
Yes.
20 days. So 20 days.
I
Okay.
filed an indicative calendar just to show Mr. President na sa taong bayan na hindi naman natin nakaligtaan yung ating trabaho.
Hindi, pero tama. Pero the
Iniwan
actual,
nating nakatiwangwang.
Tama. But the actual discussions can't begin until after the earliest, the 21st. 'Di ba? Kasi wala pang response. Yun lang, yan. Yun lang. ang
Correct po
aking-
'yon, pero yung sa yung submission of trial briefs June 22, etc. until the rendition of a verdict, Mr. President.
Pwede ba yun? Parang budget, yung wala nang matutulong para lang tapusin yun?
Siguro po kung with the cooperation and physical, kung papayag po kayo, kung papayag din po ang prosecutors.
No, but kasi I'm also of the opinion, okay? Well, first of all, we cannot make judgments right now.
Yeah.
And I feel that it is the right of the respondent to be able to defend herself.
Correct.
And in fact, we can never say whether guilty or not kasi di pa nga natin alam eh.
Correct.
And the respondent herself is saying na give her a chance also to be able to confront. I mean, she's confident about it. But I agree with the minority leader that kung yung Senate Electoral Tribunal, which is actually, of national interest, but maybe not as much as this one, na itatawid natin for other congresses, and even in the U.S., natatawid din yung impeachment to the next Congress. I know what you're saying. There's no term limit in the U.S., pero I think, again, may mga nakausap akong members of who served before in the Supreme Court. This is a political exercise. It's not, I guess, it's not bound by very strict rules of court. So, yun lang. But we appreciate what the minority leader is also raising because, nga naman, I mean, these are two schools of thought, but we are all in agreement here that we cannot make judgments at this point, but we have to definitely hear it. Thank you.
We totally agree.